Here's how Apple is overhauling sleep tracking with iOS 16 and watchOS 9. Welcome everybody, welcome to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here, and you can find me on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. If you have not done so already, I implore you to please go ahead and subscribe and enable those notifications so you don't miss a single video. I am excited today because I have been using my Apple Watch for sleep tracking for ages. Now, I had first started using third-party sleep tracking apps for Apple Watch. Pillow, Auto Sleep or Auto Track, and a few others. They've done a really good job, and it's interesting data to see and analyze. And Apple had first introduced sleep tracking with Apple Watch a couple years back, but it was rudimentary at best, and basically gave you on and off of sleep tracking and how long you were in bed, but no further information. Apple slowly added a little bit more at a time, including the ability to lock your Apple Watch while you were sleeping so it didn't wake up in the middle of the night and blind you, or the ability to see your respiratory rate over time and even your heart rate. With watchOS 9 and iOS 16, Apple is going even further with some great new features that finally break down your sleep into various sleep cycles over the night. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. As a note, iOS 16 and watchOS 9 are currently not available. They'll be available later this year in the fall of 2022 as free updates to many iPhone and Apple Watch owners. So let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at this early feature. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I'm going to open up the Health app, and under Browse, I'm going to go down to Sleep. So you might have seen something similar to this with Apple's previous sleep tracking approach. You can see your breakdown along the top of day, week, month, 6 month. You can go through all of these different time periods. For your day, I can see how much I've been in bed and how much I spent asleep. So I was in bed for 7.5 hours, but I spent about 7 of that actually sleeping. So I can see my sleep schedule that I have created here and some highlights down below. I also have my respiratory rate and my sleep trends over time. Towards the bottom of the sleep panel, I have my schedule, generally going to bed at least by 1 and waking up by 7 each day. I can show more sleep data. This brings up more detailed information on that time period you have selected towards the top. So I can see my amount, again my sleep, how much my measurements are, sleep goal, time in bed, all of that, but I can also jump into the stages. Now this is what is primarily new with iOS 16 and watchOS 9. Now, sleep tracking can differentiate between time awake, REM sleep, core sleep, and deep sleep. If I tap on this eye icon, Apple will give you more information between these types of sleep. Commonly, core is usually called light sleep, but Apple argues that it is still just as important as deep sleep. So instead of calling it light sleep like it's a bad thing in any way, they break it down between awake, REM, core, and deep. And they'll give you some basic information from each of those stages. So here you can see as I go through sleeping through the night and cycle between core, deep, REM, core, deep, REM, and all the way until I wake up in the morning. It's also useful to see the Comparisons tab, where I can compare things like my heart rate or respiratory rate with my sleep tracking overnight or periods of time. To go with this, there's some other neat changes, such as with these new lock screens. If I go all the way to this dark one here, I love this lock screen. I think it looks amazing. And you can actually tie it to a sleep focus. So it's already got this dark look that I've set up. I've got complications I like, such as my battery life for my Apple Watch, which I need to know before I go to bed. But I can tap here and actually tie it and link a focus mode to this lock screen. So in this case, I am going to put it into that sleep mode, which will put my watch into sleep mode and my phone into sleep mode. So that's gone ahead and set there. So now every time I switch it, you saw right there, it put me onto my sleep focus, ready for bed. It's so neat. You can see my screen is all dark and dim. I can go ahead and change out of this just by going here, going to my focuses, maybe just back to do not disturb while we're filming here, and there we go. I've gone ahead and adjusted that, and it put me back to my other lock screen when I was done, but anytime I switch it back to this lock screen, it'll put me back into that new focus. Now to go along again with all these new changes for this update of iOS 16, Apple has introduced a new widget. So if I tap on the plus button, go down to sleep, we have the schedule one that we had before, but now we have these sleep stages, which I think is very cool, and it can show you all of your data from the prior night. So in this case, again, all my different modes, how long I was in bed, all of that can be added here as a widget with iOS 16, and tapping it will go directly to the sleep panel or category in the Health app. If I could pause for just one moment and thank our sponsor for this video, VogDUO. VogDUO focuses on creating better life experiences for Apple users and create some of the best and affordable accessories for all of your Apple devices. This is VogDUO's 65-watt GAN charger. This new GAN charger has a genuine leather design which is rarely seen in the market, and it's extremely small and great for portability. With 65 watts of total power, it uses USB-C PD fast charging to charge up many Apple devices in up to 50% in only 30 minutes. Plus, it has multiple USB-C ports and a USB-A port for the best compatibility across the MacBook, iPad, and iPhone users. And the foldable plug, even better for a more compact shape and size for taking with you on the go. If you'd like to try out the VogDUO 65-watt GAN charger for yourself, just for you guys, there's a promo code AI10%. It's written down below in the description. Use that and get 10% off your GAN charger. So go try it out for yourself. This is super handy to have around. Let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, thank you again to VogDUO for sponsoring this video. Now back to our previously scheduled content. These changes come to Apple Watch as well. If I wake up my Apple Watch, we're going to go ahead and tap on my digital crown and go to the Sleep app. As you can see, I have my schedule and all of my information here like I would before, but if I scroll down, I can see my sleep stages from the night before. Very handy to see all of that information presented here on the Apple Watch, so you don't even have to open the Health app on your iPhone. You can see it all directly here on your Apple Watch, which I think is ultra helpful. Now, Apple did make one other change to how sleep works. If I put this back into sleep mode, go into Control Center, change my focus here to sleep. Now I go to sleep on the watch, and if you're sleeping, you kind of wake it up, but you can't interact with anything. I can't even hit the digital crown to do anything. It doesn't do anything because it's in this sleep mode. Before you would roll the digital crown to exit sleep mode, now you hold the digital crown and it takes you out of sleep mode. The same thing applies to swimming modes or water modes as well, but it's really, really useful. So yeah, that is how Apple has updated sleep tracking here on the Apple Watch as well as on the iPhone. So what do you guys think? Do you use your Apple Watch for sleep tracking? If so, are you excited about Apple's new changes? Let me know down below in the comments or on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. Personally, I really have done this for years, but it wasn't until the Apple Watch Series 7 came out with fast charging that it was really possible. Otherwise, it just took way too long to charge my Apple Watch to be able to make it through the entire night. So these are really nice changes to have for someone who does this on a regular basis. Again, let me know. Stay tuned because I got a lot more videos covering iOS 16 and watchOS 9 coming your way.